I'm gonna try to do a quick video here. Would rather be working on the truck, but it's raining, so I got in what work I could last night, and I'll spend a couple minutes out here while it's drizzling to give you an update. Threw my friend's 40s on the front to help level the truck out. The jack stands here. The frame has been cut. It is shortened. I started welding it last night until it got dark. Made sure everything was square and straight before I started. But the way I went about doing this is I welded the top on both sides, and I welded the inside of the bottom. Well, I did this side, then that side, and I came back to the bottom on this side, bottom on that side. Came back, did the center on this side, and the center on that side, and then that's where I stopped. Did that to make sure I wasn't overheating and making the metal pull and warp or anything, or even take strength away from it. This is all done with a 220 volt MIG welder. I had to preheat. Got decent penetration. Once it's welded on the inside and the outside and it's plated, it'll be strong. I'm not too worried about it. But after that, I guess it's time to I'll put the weight back on the truck, or on the rear. I'd like to get the bed put on, and then I think the next step after that is to take it back to my friend's house where my motors are at, and throw the 350 in with the 4-speed 2-wheel drive attached to it, so I can figure out my cross member, and then bring it back home and start figuring out cross member for the transfer case, and start doing the drive shafts. Did a little measuring yesterday. If I center the transfer case, it'd be like right about here. That would be equal lengths from the front and the back, which isn't necessarily how it needs to be. But with the length of the truck, I mean, you can see if I back up here, axle, if it's here, the drive shafts aren't really going to hang down all that much in the front or the back. It should be pretty nice. I could tuck the transfer case up as high as I want. So that's not set in stone yet, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I guess I'd still got to get the perches welded fast on the rear here. And I want to get the bed on to see how centered I am here. What I'd like to do, you see, I got these perches from Rough Stuff because they were longer and have easy inch in there, and the easy inch is way shorter than the perch is. And my blocks, if I go and use these, which I don't think I'll need that much lift, whatever blocks I get will be all but as long as that perch. So I want to use it if I can. And if the axle only needs to be pushed back an inch, I can use my perches because they have holes in them. So that's yet to be figured out though. So and I started working on my buddy's truck too again. Actually gonna try to throw this thing together for next weekend. It might only be 2-wheel drive, but it'd be nice to have something dry around in. That's the axle came out of it. There's the springs. I actually thought these were 56s. That's what my friend said they were. Turns out they're not. They're 52s. And this truck had 56s, so but it kind of works out because I don't know if all 3/4 tons are like this, but his is. These are the original shackle mounts, but he also has the holes for the 52-inch springs. So I'm going to drill these out and put a shackle flip in there. I had to take the bolts out of the hitch here and move it back. It'll be welded to the frame. It's not going to be towed with, it just needs something to hold on to. And I'll weld that back together. Put the shackle flip on, run these springs. I measured them, they should be about between 4 and 6 inches. We're gonna see what we can do, see if we can get it together for Trevorton or not. But I'll make another video when something else is happening, and